In one of our earlier programs, we had seen the handicraft and handloom industry of the Aos of Nagaland. In this program, we shall witness some of the agricultural festivals of the Aos. Like many other states in India, the people of Nagaland have also great festivals throughout the year. Almost all the festivals revolve around agriculture, and almost all of them involve dances. In Nagaland, around 85% of the population is directly dependent on agriculture. The major crops are rice, maize, millet, and grams. Rice is the staple food. Now rubber and tea are also cultivated. Like any other Nagas, the Aos also practice Jhum or shifting cultivation. The Moatsu and Tsungrem Mong are the two important festivals among the Aos. The village councillors select the new area for Jhum cultivation in early winter. The selection for Jhum land is done in rotation every year in order to allow the soil to rejuvenate its fertility. The villagers clear the path, cut down the jungle. This usually begins from November and continues up to January. Most of the couples stay in the field at night so that they can have more time to work, as well as enjoy a kind of honeymoon. This is also common during the summer and autumn seasons. This is the most enjoyable part of shifting cultivation. The children on the streets give the feeling that the Moatsü festival is drawing near. The field is burnt, and the earth is waiting for the paddy to be sown. All the people await the Moatsü festival with full preparation, with music, good food, dance, and gifts for their loved ones. After sowing the seeds in the new field, Moatsü festival is ready to begin. Moatsü is the festival of asking blessing for new grains in the field and also protection from all sorts of pests throughout the seasons. But it all depends on the mercy of the god Lichaba, the creator of the universe. Moatsü festival falls on the 1st of May and goes up to 6th of May every year. The first 3 days are the preparatory period. The youngest age group collects wood from the jungle, making dao holder for all the boys in the ariju. Enough firewood, new bamboo mugs, and other necessary items are kept ready. Outside the ariju, a separate platform is made where pigs and cows would be killed. A long bamboo pole is erected in order to commemorate the traditional practice of hanging the enemy's skulls outside the ariju. Pigs and cows are killed, and rice beer is prepared to be drunk in all the ariju, the boys' dormitory. And the next 3 days are the real festival. Men and women don their dresses according to the status. If a man puts on a dress which he is not entitled to, he is ridiculed, stripped, and fined. As the most awaited festival comes, the young men and women are on the streets, singing and dancing. Rice beer is served. This meat is for the widows whose husbands have passed away before the Moatsü. This is a sign of concern and condolence. On this occasion, the popularity of a man is known by the number of girls offering him rice beer. Moatsü is not only to dance, sing and drink, but also a special time to visit the tsuki, the girls' dormitory, and exchange gifts. A young man receives dao belt from the lover, and in return, she receives a new tobacco pipe. This is the time for bachelors to find their partners. Moatsü festival is over. Now, keeping in mind the Tsungremmong festival, they are working very hard under the scorching sun. The paddy is matured and it is time to harvest. All the necessary equipment is kept ready for the harvest. The villagers are ready to celebrate the last and highest public ceremony called Tsungremmong. Tsungremmong is observed for 3 days in the first week of August. It is the strictest and holiest festival among the Aos of Nagaland. They worship and offer sacrifice to the god Lichaba for plenteous crops and good harvest. On these days, there are restrictions to all manual work, even stamping on the ground, spitting, speaking loudly, and shouting. Only new wine is prepared, and fresh food is made on a newly built fire. The biggest pig in the village is offered to god Lichaba for blessing and protection from calamities, enemies, and misfortune throughout the coming year. It is believed that any lapse in observing the ceremony will result in drought, landslides, hailstorms, illness, and tragedies that will destroy the crops. Tug of war is a common game played in both Tsungremmong and Moatsu. Usually the women are at the lower end and the men are at the upper end of the slope. Tsungremmong is over. Now the villagers go again to the field to harvest the paddy. In our society, rendering a free service is quite common. If a family lags behind in the fieldwork, either the whole village or the relatives come forward voluntarily to finish the work. After the harvest, the paddy is taken to the house. But there is a danger in shifting cultivation.
The more population increases, the size of the land reduces. When population increases, the quality of the land, fertility reduces. This is the danger. And Naga people, many Nagas are not realizing this.
But settled agriculture too seems to leave its flip side, because people are migrating to towns and cities to meet their needs. And as a result, the land for cultivation is left untouched.
Cycle is also increasing, 50 years even 40 years, even 30 years in certain villages. But this cycle is not uniform in all the villages.
With the advent of Christianity, celebrating the Ao festivals like the Moatsu or Tsungrem Mong were restricted, as they involved a number of ceremonial sacrifices and drinks.
Therefore, there were lots of quarreling between the Ao Naga community, the other part, and the Christian community, the other part. But since they were in the same village, with the help of the district administration, some religious festivals were allowed to observe by the Christians, whereas in the other religious festivals, the district administration lift up the ceremonial observation for the Christians. That's how there were a lot of quarreling, misunderstanding were there. Even in some villages, there were lots of fighting was also going on. But in course of time, with the coming of modern education, you see, when I say modern education, it is not necessarily the evangelism. But when people come to know that, oh, this is not good, this is good, it is through the modern education that people could realize what is bad and what is good.
People may say that, no, Christians should not take part in the Moatsu, in the Tsungremmong, whatever. Many people may say, they may have their own reason. But at least for me, there is no restrictions. Because by participating in Moatsu or Tsungremmong, I am not committing any sin. I am rather thanking God. And therefore, I wish that, modern man should understand this meaning.
One has to seriously think about it, whether these festivals really affect my own spiritual life. Otherwise, as an Ao, I always prefer to participate in all these festivals with my clear conscience of my Christian commitment. Otherwise, there should be no wrong that we should observe. We should not observe Moatsu and Tsungremmong in the present age. Look, you young men, after a few years, you will never remember what is Moatsu, what is Tsungremmong. You see, and therefore, preservation of our own culture is very important, without affecting our Christian life.
Slowly, the winter begins to grip in, making the villagers think of the next cultivation. And of course, the children on the parents' lap again anticipate the Moatsu festival. This process goes on and on, with great expectation of gala days. Today, in many villages, the people are trying to bring back the past glory of Ao culture. Of course, with no ceremonial sacrifices and rice beer.